your doomhammer.
Watch your back.
Nice card.
The light protects me. I fight. I fight.
This is a very nice and smooth draw.
My shield for Argon.
Just gotta dodge Earth Shock. Please. If only I would be that lucky. Well, I'm that lucky. Yes. Maybe I should push my luck. I know for a fact he doesn't have it in his hand.
Here we
So I don't have to trade my egg off. I am so greedy. No, 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 no.
The breach.
Okay, so the big threat right now is the lightning storm. The good news is I know he doesn't have Earth Shock, so I can put this on this. And these guys are all good against lightning storm, and we're all in. And we have everything on the table. Yeah, snuck into rank 5 with 2 stars again. Head start. No, I could play it on EU. That's a good idea.
Watch your back.
Alright, 1, 2, and guess I'll replace that. Try to get something to buff the egg. Oh, that is something that buffs the egg. Sweet.
The light protects me.
So for time reference, of course I am on the Asia server, and today, when you see this video, Naxxramas's second wing, the Plague Wing, has been released on Asia. It's not yet out in Europe and North America yet, though.
I fight.
Alright, looks like my opponent is Handlock. I'm gonna have a tough time, I imagine. Could send the egg into the Drake, but I don't think that's worth.
I fight.
Do at least have a reasonable curve here.
Shields up.
3, 5, 6 will kill that. Alright.
Mind if I roll need?
Here we go. I fight.
Okay, so use this on the egg, and then kill that with that. And spider. Cool.
Here we
This matchup might be the worst one for me. I think it is. Doesn't put on enough pressure. Opponent just takes advantage of this stuff, but it's okay to have a bad matchup. And I don't think Handluck is that popular, even though I've lost to it a few times. I think I've unexpectedly won against it once during the... What? Only got a few days left until the month ends. But I will try to get to Legend with this. Let's get rid of Defender of Argus. Looks like it might not be able to buff 2 targets. So it's an interesting thought since the new wing was just released today. Would I run Loetheb in this deck? I think that's a serious consideration. The other cards, probably not fitting of this deck, but Loetheb maybe. I have not faced off against too many miracles yet in this run. Like, on the grand scheme of things, it hasn't been too many. Wow, that's actually rather devastating. Basically, it's either Eviscerate and then Cold Blood, or I could just Cold Blood Eviscerate. No, having a 4-2 egg is better. I'll become a 4-1 egg. It's still better. It's unfortunate that the only way to start the combo would be eviscerating his face. No, there's no need for that.
Here we go.
Where shall I strike?
Okay. It overkills, but it's begrudgingly fun.
Here we go.
The way I see it, like, swipe happens, the 1 damage to that doesn't matter. I'll probably play Azure Drake next turn. Oh, there he is. Alright.
Here we go.
His deck's pretty tame so far. Or rather, his start. Probably because he had 2 Nerubar Warbloods. Violet Teacher. I'm guessing he drew into it, otherwise he played it in the wrong order.
My shield for Argus.
Here we go.
I must safeguard the land. I must safeguard the land.
The egg does not rest. Not just because of that minor setback. Well, okay, the plan is to do buff and then buff. That's 5. No other way to do it, really. There are actually a few ways to do it. I could do a SI7. No, I think better is to Defender of Argus. Although Defender of... Oh, right. It'll hit this one also. Okay.
My shield for Argus.
go. Choose soon. Here we go.
Well, just as the daily reminder, this deck was changed about like 6 or 7 cards from a recent version. I feel like it's doing a bit better at having cards to play at the end of the game because the curve has moved higher. In this case, the Anubar Weblord helped because I had to skip one of the mid-game turns. But it's turn 10, and I still have stuff to play. Feels better. This is actually better.
Ha, this guy's toast. Ha, this guy's toast.
Here we go.
Where shall I strike?
Interesting. Tough, but alright.
Hey, lights out. Hey, lights out.
It's the last of my deck. He's played 2 Ancient of Lore, so he's drawing somehow about the same cards. Has he played 2? Maybe only 1. Oh boy. You know, Ramp Druid is actually a deck that I think I've only run into once, or maybe twice. Including this one. It's also a really bad matchup.
Here we go.
Just decks in general which out-control me and have a better late game. Is there any chance I'd consider putting the sprint back in, maybe in place of the gnomish emitter? No, it's just too late. It's so situational when it would be good to play. Like, oftentimes you have to drop your whole hand and then play it, which, when you look at a situation like this, it's like, oh wow, sprint would be really good, but it turns out to not be that great. And I did try it out, and I thought it would be a good idea. Turned out to not be.
Pay attention, class.
I've got the beast in my sights.
I am ready to learn.
There's no way out from here.
Well played.
Out-controlled.
I guess.
My son.
I must protect the wild.
Watch your back.
Okay, turn 2 Egg, turn 3 Creeper Cold Blood. Could work out. So the question was posed since I talked about how Ramp Druid, or just a control deck with later game control, most notably like Druid with Ancient of Lore at the end drawing 2 cards and putting out a 5/5, and all that general jazz, is a bad matchup. So what is a good matchup? I mean, even though that's a bad matchup, it's not unwinnable on my side, and this is pretty rough going to possible Keeper Silence, but meh. Okay, that's on the scale of things that are bad that could happen to me, that ranks rather low. If he had a Keeper, he surely would have played it. So I'm going to go big here. And if he silences this, then, I mean, well played. So what is this deck good against? Kind of like Zoo. Zoo isn't great against anything, but just generally a solid deck. That's what this deck aims to be as well. Whether or not it's successful at that still remains to be seen. I think it's better than the original version, since the deck's a later game now. It has its pros and cons over Zoo.
Where shall I strike?
Gotta efficiently remove this one. Dark Iron Dwarf will do the job, but I could also just Dagger, Deadly, Eviscerate. Yeah, it's probably better to just keep the minions pounding. Or I could even do 0, 2, but then I have... Well, then I could... utilizing the mana to its full extent is strong. This is 3... Oh, this is 5 damage.
So many options.
Okay, I think I put Deadly Poison on and I Eviscerate and I send them this guy. Yeah, makes sense. Gotta squeeze out every last ounce of value. Can't overkill anything by 1 damage. Squeeze it till its last drop. This one utilized all the mana. I also considered Backstab Dark Iron Dwarf the Spider. I think that was also good. Actually, probably would have been better on reflection.
My shield for honor.
Here we go.
I'm gonna hold this dagger so I can hit Blade Flurry if he plays a bear or a tree.
None shall.
Okay, I've got 2, 3, 6, 9, close to lethal. I still don't want to Blade Flurry this board. I think I'll trade the trade into the Black Knight and just continue to board control for now. I've got a nice board and I can deal 6 damage to a taunt with the weapon Blade Flurry. 8 damage with backstab.
I must safeguard the land.
Oh! That was not good for me. Harrison!
Done.
Into the breach.
Hey, lights out.
How can you run Harrison in a field full of zoo? It doesn't make sense. Oh man, the comebacks. Does Force Savage kill me? Oh my gosh, I didn't even consider that. Yeah, it easily kills me. Oh man. I was so devastated by the Harrison that my reasoning went out the window. 14, 19, 20, 22, 24, 25. I suppose the good news is leaving the Harvest Golem alive doesn't do much, but if I had to redo it, I might have sent the 4-4 into the 2-4. Then backstab the 2-1, that way Force Savage doesn't kill me. Man. Harrison Jones. What a blow.
Time waits for no one.
At least I'm not dead. But it's gonna be awfully difficult to win from here. I've got like 3 top decks I can think of off the top of my head that win. That's one of them. That means I actually had like 4 top decks, maybe 6. Hooray.
Here we go.
I will fight with honor.
Watch your back.
Okay, start with Haunted Creeper, a size 7 agent, no combo. No good.
Job done.
Put this apple on your head.
Not on my watch.
He traded presumably to protect his knife juggler. Makes sense. I really like the Dark Iron Dwarf way more than the Anubar Ambusher. And probably more than Yeti. Yeah, more than Yeti also. That was a strange trade. Not too weird, trying to block a buff or something. A little bit heartless though. Lacking of heart. Spineless, apparently, is the body part I'm looking for.
The light protects me.
Reporting for duty.
Wow, that's really spineless. Always trade, man.
Ha, this guy's toast.
Here we go.
To be fair though, it's not a bad base strategy. And his thoughts is probably that he's a control deck, and if this goes into the late game, he'll win. And that much is true.
You call that a weapon? Reporting for duty.
Come on, a card that's playable. Qualifies.
Here we go.
I was actually going to immediately trade, but then I realized, yeah, this egg is fine. As is. Paladins generally don't run silence. I don't think this can hurt me too much unless he like spell breaks it or something. So by saving the egg, it allows the 4/4 not to have just died to his chargy guy. It's kind of nice. Hmm. 4, 8, 11. Putting him at 11. Then he would pretty much be forced to trade. 1/1 would probably hit the Divine Shield, which is not good for me. I could do a half measure and trade the 4/2 and then the 1/1. Well, not trade, but attack. Alright, I think this is reasonable. Hold the weapon as I have a Blade Flurry. I could kill off his guy right now, but I think this is better.
To Northrend!
Okay, he burned 8 damage on my guy.
My watch.
It's reasonable. I can deal 3 damage with backstab, so this is like Sinister Strike if I want it to be. 4, 7, 10, put him at 8. No, probably better to hold the backstab.
Here we go.
Job's done. My fire.
My shield for Argus!
Here we go.
My shield for Argus!
Oof. Okay. That's it then. And not quite over.
Well
Alright. Yeah, a deck like this, which is just slightly more control-y than this. Strong matchup. Need to face more Zoo. Maybe.
Valera versus Gul'dan.
When I said, like, maybe I want to face more Zoo, I did mean maybe,
Your
because I'm not sure. Nubian Egg and Defender of Argus, that's fine, no need for the Cold Blood. Like I wrestled with before I changed the deck around. Maybe this deck just has a below average matchup against everything. And it's like, oh yeah, it's okay against everything. Really means it has a below average matchup against everything, but not too bad. Not the goal of this deck, but could be the harsh reality. Still haven't given this version enough of a shot, but I do have to keep that in mind. Okay, I got a good start against the Zoo with the deadly Blade Flurry. And I got Dark Iron Dwarf to activate Egg, so I can hold on to this Blade Flurry for some time. Perhaps.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
At what point is it enough of a shot? That's a really good question. I don't know is the answer. It's kind of, you have to use your gut and intuition.
My shield for Argus.
Got the classic, what cards would I add if I had more dust? Nothing. This deck, well, for free to play, for the... This is one of those deck types which I believe is not hampered
Here we go.
by the fact that it's free to play, and all of the best cards for the deck are in the deck for this type. Though you may want to consider
Put this apple on your head.
certain value legends, perhaps. It's worth consideration.
To Northrend. Victory.
Here we go.
It's like Zoo, for example. Zoo doesn't run any legends, and this deck plays very, very similarly to Zoo.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
Here we go.
He's playing his Zoo a bit more to the face and less card advantage-y. Ugh.
Summon me!
And still come back from this though, since I believe he's used both Soulfires. So on this turn, it'll be essential to Defender of Argus. On the Loot Hoarder should be good enough.
I wonder.
I can do 6 damage Eviscerate, but that's not good enough. Dark Iron Dwarf, Defender of Argus. Alright, I guess that's a little more safe.
You call that a weapon?
My shield for Argus.
Oh, I didn't even realize I can kill the Doomguard.
Too soon.
Put him to 9. And the next turn, I think the face is more important. Yeah.
Here we go.
Why do you call?
Do I have to?
Blood Imp. How old school. Alright, and that is my victory. Hooray. It's kind of like, wow, I actually have a lot of cards to play still on turn 9. I guess I drew the heavier part of the mana curve.
Well played.